Alright guys, welcome back to the Intel Extreme Masters New York qualifier. I was about to say North American qualifiers there. And also, I was about to say before we went into the break that we're going to have an interview with our winner in just a second. So WCS Europe's really rubbed off on me. Okay, so we have our next series on the way, and there's basically 2 more series left.
Yeah.
It's the first one's going to be INnoVation versus San, and then the winner will play against Curious to see who advances on to the Intel Extreme Masters New York.
That's right. So moments ago we had 4 players left. Now only 3. INnoVation, San, or Curious. 1 from each race. Who joins Zest to get the second ticket to the Intel Extreme Masters New York, happening in just 3 weeks' time.
And spun down to the bottom left-hand corner, we have our blue Terran representing Acer. He is INnoVation. And up to the top left, we have our red Protoss representing Korea, and no team yet. He is San.
All right, well, San's just been playing very, very well in recent times. He's really stepped up his performances. And, you know, maybe he can get a slot to Intel Extreme Masters New York. I think he played, if I'm not mistaken, in the Challenger League this weekend for Europe. And lost out versus Tefl?
Tefl?
Maybe. I think it was. It was actually a bit of a surprise when I saw those games. I think that was what it was. But we'll see if he can get a position to New York. He's got a tall task ahead of him for sure.
Oh, yeah. Going up against INnoVation, that's a tall order. And then after that, going up against Curious, another tall order, because San is a Protoss player in PvZ, at least, that does go for a lot of aggression. So we'll see what he wants to do here. If I had to pick someone to move on forward from these 3 players, I actually wouldn't pick INnoVation. I would actually pick Curious. Because so far, we don't have any Zerg players. It's all been Protoss and Terran advancing on.
But is that saying it because you'd like to see him there, or is that what you think who's going to win? That's the real question.
Maybe not who I think is going to win. Because if INnoVation takes this, I'm scared for Mr. Curious.
Yeah, I think so too.
All right. Well, Whirlwind is our map, as you can clearly see. And Mr. INnoVation has gone for the Straight Reaper, and he's initially rallying it over to his right-hand side. But with this SCV, with its lucky little scout, we'll spot this, and he'll send it straight up north, which is a little unlucky here for San to begin with.
Yeah, but he has opened up with a faster Nexus than usual. So INnoVation's going to go in with his SCV and be like, oh, okay. Faster Nexus, fine, all right. And from this position on, he'll just go and scout the gases to see if the second gas has come down as well, which it has. So from this position on, INnoVation knows that if there was going to be tech, there still can be tech because the second gas is down, but it would be a little bit delayed here. But we do see, or INnoVation sees, that San has just tried to get a bit of a stronger economy. But with that, he may be able to get a probe with the Reaper. The Mothership core is a little bit delayed. Cyber core was delayed.
Yep. May be able to, you're right. There is always opportunity for that Reaper after this initial opening here from San. And he's going to start microing his heart out. The economy eventually kicks in and does give us that Mothership core to try and push this away. But it does lose the probe. Yep. So, but...
Nice there by INnoVation. Just 1 probe. And he has gone for the barracks follow-up behind it. And the probe may spot it, or may not. Oh, he's not going to.
Ooh, where's he going?
Yeah, I think he's going to maybe tech here.
I think so.
Yeah.
Is it pylon time? Where's he off to?
Nowhere at the moment, but maybe. He's got double gases coming down. He's got a lot of gas income already. Not too sure where he's going to go, though.
So, wait a minute. If he actually does do this,
well, this robo's down, so no, it's not. I don't know. Maybe it definitely thought. But actually, looking at his scout, okay, so... Did he scout to the bottom right?
He didn't.
Okay.
So he's going down there now. It was a strange location for him to go to. There we go.
Puts a pylon down, but I still don't think it's tech. Unless he hides like a bunch of gateways down here, I think it's just going to be for later usage, for harassment later.
Perhaps. Well,
it depends, because we actually could see Immortals come out from the robotics facility.
I think he hides his 3 gateways down here and goes for an Immortal push.
Yep, that could be the option.
We'll see what he wants to do in a bit.
Well, he's going to have to build an Immortal first before gateways, I think.
And the probe's leaving, so maybe not.
Oh, the Reaper.
He sees the probe. He might just think it's
scouting.
scouting.
He may have a look up there, though.
He may do. Oh, he's going to go. Oh, he is. Oh, nice. All right. Well, this is completely shut down anything what this would have been. But the probe leaving was like you know, he couldn't really have thrown gateways down there efficiently there anyway. So that kind of dispels that myth.
Yeah,
at
and
least.
INnoVation upon seeing the pylon's like, wait a minute, why?
Why you?
And that's going to be a little bit confusing. The Twilight Council very fast in this game too. Very fast in this game.
Maybe you wanted to go DTs.
It's a little bit too late. A little bit too late, I feel, for if it was DTs. I feel that what we probably are going to see here is just going to be a Templar Archives. He's on 4 gases already. He's got a lot of gas income. And it may be a 2-base Storm attack.
Right.
That's what I'm leaning towards at the moment. But INnoVation's already like, why is there a pylon down here?
Yep.
And is already starting to question that. And he may scan soon.
You may do.
And if he scans plot in the middle, he'll see the Twilight Council.
And, well, that pylon... Oh, okay, he's getting 3 extra pylons. So San is making sure he doesn't get supply blocked once losing that to the Reaper, which takes a millennia to kill off. And charge already starts. So...
Yeah.
Very cool little build here by Sam, but it's going to be very, very aggressive. Oh, he's actually going to go on the second forge as well.
So with the second forge coming down here, a scan was inside the main base to pick off an observer. There is a second one that's already on the natural. So he's going to play, obviously very focused on gateway units for now.
Yeah.
But he's going to play this game out really, really long here. And I don't know. I mean, INnoVation's just not even caring right now. I mean, he's got a very normal build-up and setup. He's just gone for his 2 barracks factory and then 3rd barracks. So far, hasn't really picked up any information on what his opponent's doing, has not scanned aggressively or whatever here. But I wonder how successful San can be. He will not have any splash damage for quite a while in this game. Only Immortal and Zealots.
And 1-1's being cranked out here with Chrono
This
Boost.
drop is going to do a lot as well.
I know. This is what I was going to come to. Like, how do you actually deal with this as San? He's adding on extra gateways, yes, but he doesn't really have anything there to actually damage this small army.
Yeah, I'm not sure where he's dropped in the 3rd here. If he dropped in the main and stemmed in, I think he'd do a lot more. He actually... No, he doesn't scan. Yes, he does scan. Wrong way.
He killed off an observer down there, so... And the observer spots this army movement at the front as well. So, San will hold on for now. Both players supply blocked for a little bit here.
INnoVation thrown down a 4th and 5th barracks too. I think he's seen the low unit count. He's like, wait a minute, what are you doing? And he's really looking to ramp this up.
Yeah, Photon Overcharge should be able to push this back as long as Force Shields are okay. Guardian Shield goes up along with it to soak up some of this damage, and the Photon Overcharge holds for now. But where are the extra 2 medevacs? Okay, there they are, speeding across the map to try and put on some aggression. And this is where San now has to really distribute his army well, because he's playing with a low unit count.
If San can defend well, then he's in great, great shape, because he'd obviously be going up to like double upgrades very fast. But combat shields is done. There's units on the natural, there's units in the main. It'll be hard to deal with.
Yeah.
He doesn't have mobility at all.
Oh, he's going to lose a lot of probes here, and they've got a long way to get out. They actually go straight past the army. 18 workers go down so fast. Oh dear, that's a big blow there to Sam.
Yeah, and INnoVation is just ruling this game. He picks off a Stalker on the natural there. INnoVation can poke forward, can micro, can pick up. It doesn't matter. 1 medevac does get picked off here, but I'm sure he'll just evacuate with the rest of these units and just continue. He's still got units in the main.
Yeah, Photon Overcharge is holding him at bay in the main for a little bit. But again, with these extra gateways going down here for San, I mean, what does he do? Is he just going to try and go for some kind of 2-base big push? This is going to be really hard to recover from.
I think he's just going to play super, super defensive here. He lost another high tempo, another one instead. And INnoVation was building Vikings before, but he's now known that his opponent is going for a very heavily Templar play.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised with INnoVation with his advantage. Might be just go for an SCV pull again. He's got his Ghost Academy coming up. He'll build, obviously, Ghost, but he's going to keep his opponent pinned back for now with his drops, and has done quite well with his damage output already. If you look at the units lost and the resources tab, big, big difference.
Huge. San now is kind of scrambling for this defense, and the 3rd base going up for INnoVation in a more aggressive position as well. INnoVation's not going to stop with this, but at the same time, San is going for a Warp Prism, so this could try and bring him back a little.
Maybe can help out here, but remember that there's still no Storm Beam research, so his High Templar alone can only feedback for the time being, but INnoVation's not too far away with his units from where the Warp Prism is. So ideally, with the Observer seeing the army movement, he's going to wait a little bit before he drops this down. It wouldn't be the wisest of moves.
Yeah, that's right. He wants to go in as soon as his opponent is furthest away. And Storm is being researched now, so can try and get that going to see if he can hold off against that. But it's the time in between now and actually having Storm, which is the big point of weakness here for San.
That's right, and to be honest, without Storm, he actually loses to this army, I feel.
Yeah.
Even with all the Zealot charge, they do not have the +2 armor yet either, which would help out.
That's a big, big, strong bio army here. The Zealots are trying to do some damage in the natural. Do get 2 workers, whilst there's also Zealots at the 3rd, and he was trying to send some into the main, but the Warp Prism had to move away.
Yeah, 3 force fields there to make sure he doesn't die before Storm is ready. Storm is ready, but he's still on 2 bases. Still on 2 bases. INnoVation at this point is beautifully camped outside. If we see Sand try to move down here, which he may try soon, the EMPs are going to be crucial. The army spread is great as well.
Very nice spread of army, in fact, you're right. And, well, drops the scan to make sure there's no observers keeping an eye on him. Does kill it off.
And the Warp Prism's even been picked off now, kind of, with the 2 Vikings.
Ouch. Run away, Warp Prism.
Yeah, fly away, guys.
Yeah, didn't expect those 4 Marines to be there.
And now 2-2's on the way for INnoVation. He's got a pretty decent setup. Unfortunately for San, through his choice of strategy by going for this 1-1 upgrades, and now he didn't manage to use a double forge, INnoVation's really slowed him down a lot. He's not got the advantage he wanted from this build. He's now just throwing down his 3rd Nexus very, very late in this game. And INnoVation, I would say, if I was him, would be building a timing around before Colossus is ready. So I think all he'll do is focus very heavily on Ghosts and very heavily on Marine Marauders, and then as Colossus or he feels are on the way, we'll see a big attack before they're ready.
And this 3rd base actually might get shut down already by these Marauders, already stimmed up here.
Yeah.
1 Zealot warps in to try and deal with that, and is he going to be able to get this? It's going to be very, very, very close. Oh, he forces the cancellation. Great, and meanwhile, that brought the whole army away from the main base. 1 Immortal is stranded. Needs a storm, needs a good storm. Run away.
Not going to get that.
Nope.
And so from this point, he's obviously still seeing Immortals around. And as much as there's a lot of Zealots here, with good EMPs and good amount of Medivacs and Marines, I'm not sure, but a good starting Storm.
Yeah, not too bad, but at the same time now, Stan's entire army is completely stranded and separated up as well. The Zealots try and charge in, but a lot of their shields have already been weakened by those Ghosts, and INnoVation takes a 50 supply lead. Oh my god.
And he's just crushing through this.
Yeah, GG.
Don't mess with the best, says INnoVation. And picks up, I'd say, an easier game today.
Yeah.
One of the easiest ones he's picked up.
That was, it was even easier than the games against Betrayus, which I'm not discrediting Betrayus or anything like that, but a lot of people would, attribute Sand's skill to be higher than Betrayus's in the international scene. But anyway, so now INnoVation, 1 map away from advancing on to play against Curious.
Where they would fight for the ticket to go to New York. But Sand definitely needs to ramp it up a little bit, I'm not too sure what that pylon was in the bottom right at the start of it. Maybe threw him off a little bit. He fell back onto double forge, and he fell apart while trying to be very, focused on upgrading with double forge and low on units, low on splash damage. And INnoVation just crucified him straight away.
Yeah.
As soon as he saw the potential to drop and harass, he did, and got so much damage done. 18 probes that early. Going to have a hard time to recover from that.
Yeah, the probe was evacuated in exactly the wrong way that they wanted to, and that was a lot of damage. But now moving on to game number 2. Derelict Watcher will be our map, so we can see if Sand can bring this back a little bit, or if INnoVation's just going to keep plowing on forwards here in his little Terran tractor. All right, let's jump into game number 2, as we have spawning down to the bottom left-hand corner, our blue Terran. He is Acer INnoVation. And up to the top right, we have our red Protoss. He is San.
All right, well, INnoVation clearly annoyed at messing up that his winner's bracket was ruined by Zest. Clearly annoyed at that. And is now just looking to win the game nice and easy.
Yep. And San, unless he brings something a bit different to the table than in game number 1, it's going to be hard for him. If he brings the same build, I don't know how that works against INnoVation. It's... he has just so few units to deal with the initial 2 medevacs that really bring a lot of pain, and that's hard. That is. Yeah.
And remember, by the way, that there are still tickets for sale for the Intellectual Masters New York tournament if you wanted to attend as a spectator at Comic-Con. I'm definitely going to go there to commentate some StarCraft and observe some cosplay.
Cosplay? Yep. Cosplay is always good at Comic-Con, I hear.
Yep. I wish I could commentate the cosplay, but I'll settle for an out of BC position and just observe it.
We can be the judges.
To be honest, I think observing is probably better than commentating cosplay anyway.
Maybe, yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to be doing that in New York. I'm also going to eat a fat, juicy burger.
Ooh. Do you have any particular preference of place? And you've been to New York quite a few times,
I've been
right?
quite a few times. Not really. I mean, to be honest, I like any form of American food.
Yeah.
Any form.
Big portions.
Big portions, lots of chicken base.
Nom 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 nom.
I do. I really like New York, actually. It's one of my favorite places to go to.
I've only been once.
Oh, it's
Only
really
been
good.
once.
I just like going out and drinking there, too. Just like to random Irish pubs in the middle of New York.
Oh, wow.
People are very friendly, and I just really enjoy New York.
You see, the time I went, I was with my mum and my brother, so drinking wasn't really on the cards.
Well,
there.
it will be this time, that's
It
for
will
sure.
be.
And do you know what? Do you know what? The last day of the Intellect Stream Masters New York tournament is on the 13th of October. It's on that weekend.
Yeah.
Sunday night is the 13th of October.
Uh-oh.
On the 14th is Apollo's birthday. So guess who's gonna go party in New York?
Oh god, that's gonna be scary.
That's right, man. So I'm gonna stay tame. I'm gonna commentate my ass off the weekend.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna let loose, and I'm trying not to miss my flight back.
Trying desperately.
That's right. It's my birthday, man.
I'll try and help.
So we're gonna have fun. So it was your birthday in Shanghai. It's
Yes,
my
it was.
birthday in New York.
Wow, this is becoming a thing.
It is becoming a thing. So
It was in Fez's as well in Shanghai. So
yeah, it's a birthday thing every time we go to International Masters. So I'm looking forward to that. And like I said, I really, really do like New York. I really enjoyed my time there doing MLGs. So we have Command Center first by INnoVation.
Yep.
And he may even go as far as taking a third command center because he's seen his opponent has gone one gate Expo.
Yep.
And then the second guess after, not earlier. So there's definitely a window of opportunity to get that down, especially because the way Protoss players play recently and in this game have not scouted.
Yeah. I mean,
So INnoVation's like, whoa, bro, if you're not going to scout, I'm just going to throw 2 command centers down. There's nothing you can do about it. Whoa.
and I think a lot of I think a lot of Protoss, they feel really safe off the back of having Mothership Core nowadays, and that's why there's not been much scout. But hello, Twilight Council, how are you doing?
Yeah, look at this.
Da-da-da-da.
So, I would expect this to be DTs now.
Mm-hmm.
It's too early for it to be a Templar Archives in Blink. Well, why? Why go Blink if you go DTs here? I'm expecting DTs.
And it's really hidden up against that right upper corner. So
Yeah. So this is funny because INnoVation has gone for 3 command centers, but his engineering bay and factory will be slowed down because of it. So this DT play, if it is going to be DTs, could work, but it's not. It's actually Blink.
What in the
So
who
we're
in the
going to
what?
see a massive attack coming out from San. I didn't expect this kind of attack. This is harder to pull off.
This is something you see rarely in this
Yeah.
matchup nowadays. A lot of Protoss are just so content with going Robo Forge or even 3 gates then Robo, just any kind of multitude of those angles. But now this could really catch INnoVation off guard.
Yeah, I mean, either one. Blink or DTs would have caught him off guard simply because he doesn't have fast barracks or fast tech, like the tech lab, and doesn't have fast factory because he's got 3 command centers. One thing is that he'll have more SCVs and obviously mules to help him out if he takes losses. The 3rd command center has been spotted.
Oh, a weird place for him to actually build it.
He had some more gateways. His IS is perfect. He's got
Sam.
3 command centers, and now INnoVation's in a bit of a pickle. He hasn't scouted at all himself. Does he scan soon? The engineering base comes down in case it's DTs. He's got Marines in front of his main base in case it's Oracle play, but it's just a front attack.
Yeah, this is going to hit really, really hard. And I'm kind of surprised that again that command center was at the front, and San right now must have the biggest cheesy grin on his face. What did he see?
He sees it.
Oh, he sees it.
So he's now got to throw bunkers down on the natural and probably in the main base too. Look, he's actually going to sacrifice the natural.
Oh, there's the bunker on the
He's trying to build additional bunkers, but oh man, he's in trouble. Like this is going to be hard to hold on to. This INnoVation, let's see how well he can hold on.
How many stalkers has he got? He's got 6. He's warping in an extra 3.
9.
And he's going to be able to warp in an extra 2 very soon here. Blinks forwards, trying to kill off as many Marines as he possibly can do. Again, Stim is nowhere near completion, has to pull off SCVs from the line, but the great time warp buys him a lot of time as well. Blinks up with 2 of those Stalkers to reinforce this. There's no...
Oh, those 2 jumped down. Nice.
Whoa, he's actually saved. He's only lost 2 units in this entire engagement. He's done so much.
Bunkers are now up in multiple places. Remember, he's got 3 sets of mules instead of 2, so he doesn't need SCVs as much as you would do usually.
The time warp on the ramp was really good, but it's dissipated now.
Yeah. There's 12 SCVs died, but the bunkers are scary. Stim is not too far away from finishing. Obviously, he needs to kind of get a starport down too, but he's building 2 marauders at a time. Good reactions from INnoVation. But this is not over yet. That's a lot of Stalkers.
Yeah, San is always going to be really efficient with them. He's always going to start blinking back ones that are weakened at the front, so his efficiency is going to keep going. Up until Stim finishes, where that could get a little bit scary, but I don't think he has the fighting force to make that as efficient as he would like.
Another bunker down, more units exposed here. Tomorrow is going to get picked off immediately.
Oh dear.
Unfortunately, just too greedy for INnoVation. And, you know, I think the INnoVation probably will not do that again against a player like San, who isn't a traditional, you know, Kesper Protoss player, who isn't as aggressive. So he got punished. It's easy to tell. San took a risk. He really did gamble in the choice of build, because if it wasn't a third command center, if it had been spotted at the same time with that third command center, Stim would have been close to finish, Factory would have been on the way, much, much harder to execute. But luckily for him, INnoVation went 3 command centers, therefore it worked.
And now that means 1-1 apiece, looking to advance on to play against Curious. But the stars aligned there for San. The stars aligned. I don't think, as you rightly point out, he gives him that opportunity again. Frost is the map. Nice big map here for both players to go into that macro focus of a game, and I would like to see that, especially from San's side. If he's more kind of focused down his tech routes, which would either be obviously the Colossi route or the High Templar route. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. But so far, you know, pretty solid game there.
Yeah,
pretty solid indeed. Let's see if it continues and how well things can shape up.
Yeah, spawning up in the top left as our blue Terran, representing Acer as well as Korea. He is INnoVation. And down in the bottom left, we have our red Protoss, representing Korea. He is San. Tying things up, so nicely done.
Yeah, that was decent. But this time around, I believe INnoVation may or may not go for command center first. If he, I don't, it's difficult because the way that San's played it on this map is a command center first map. Like, it's big. You can spawn in 4 locations. It could be cross position. And the thing is, with San's build, and the one great advantage with San being able to pull that build off is it really scares INnoVation. So San can go Nexus first now. It really depends on how he wants to play this out. This is a big map. This is meant to be a macro-focused map, but maybe INnoVation's too scared to do it. What happens if San, like before, blind countered? He did it blindly, no information, right? What happens if he just blindly goes for a proxy oracle or something? That's scary to INnoVation. But from what we see is he's got the balls of steel we always know INnoVation has had, and will go command center first anyway. And this is a later gateway too. It's a 14 gateway. So 14 gateway, 12 is aggression, 13 is normal, 14 is more economy focused. So it looks like both builds will kind of just bounce off each other because they are very macro focused.
Yeah, just unfold before us and not too much damage on either side, if any. But now, you know, INnoVation with that command center first. Again, it's Frost. It's a very big map. It's pretty darn big. So he's going to feel a little bit more comfortable in that regard. But as you said, his opponent having shown tendencies of just the blind counter, it's always there. So he has to be a little scared, and that double barracks will come down very quickly here for INnoVation.
But which way does INnoVation scout? Does he go south or does he go east?
So far, it looks like he's going south.
Okay, so if that's the case, then he's going to be kind of happy and may even still decide to go 3 command centers simply because this is a much faster and earlier Nexus than the last game.
Yeah.
This is where you can pull it off again. Because your opponent, by going for a faster Nexus, has a later cyber core, therefore has much later any tech at all. So much, much difficult to pull off. So INnoVation comes in, sees a faster Nexus, and to be honest, he may go 3 command centers again.
Yep, I wouldn't doubt that at all. I mean, there's certainly a huge opportunity for him to do so, and then later on from that, I don't know, if he wants to go for that 3rd command center, then, you know, it's just a little bit more diligent about his scan. Maybe throws down a scan a little bit quicker to compensate for that.
But yeah, he may do that. I'm really interested to see if he goes 3 command centers, because I think there's a perfect opportunity, as you say, to do so. San is actually going to get a scout for the first time in this series, really.
Yeah.
He actually sees the command center first.
It was odd. He went to the watchtower and was just sat there for a while.
Yeah.
So I was not really expecting him to be so idle with that. But at the same time, 3rd barracks.
Yeah, INnoVation's not going to go for 3 command centers here. He should be wanting to throw down the gases soon, I guess, with the 3rd barracks.
And this doesn't hurt him in any way. It's not like we're saying that, you know, he's going to be in a bad spot without it.
He's just not playing greedy.
Yeah.
So if, for example, now, if Sam was to gamble and go for tech again, which is later, and there's no third command center, it doesn't work. And INnoVation's just saying, you know what, whatever, bro. You know, I don't need 3 command centers against your opening. I can still beat you with a normal build. Therefore, he's chosen a normal build. And it is just a robotics facility here from San.
Yeah, San just getting that out. And, you know, for San here, going up against a player like INnoVation, I think it was Assembly that he was recently in the final of against Tasia, I believe, right? So, and Tasia kind of just dismantled San during that series.
Yeah.
So it's always a little bit scary here for San to go up against an opponent like INnoVation. He clearly did not have the right stance in game number 1 in the macro focus. So now in game number 2, there was a slight air of desperation in going for that really blind just assault. So it's going to be harder for him to go into a macro game again, I feel.
That's a very fast robotics bay.
Ooh.
And it is off to the side. Off one gateway. We could see a Colossus all-in.
Yeah.
From San, who seems, as you say, to be playing that style because, yeah, Terran is harder for him than his other matchups, for sure. He's much better against Zerg and probably Protoss as well. Scan goes down from INnoVation, trying to figure out what's going on. Sees nothing. Sees the Robo down. An Observer being made, I guess. Like, sees no Forge, but that could be anywhere. It could be off to the side. So INnoVation still doesn't have that much information. The only thing he knows is it's not a Twilight Council or Stargate fast. So there's no DTs, no Blink, no Oracle.
And the thing is, it's like, not only did he not see the Robo Bay, but he didn't even see that pylon down there. So he has no indication that there's, you know, maybe some little tech bits hidden down there, which is really annoying there for INnoVation. But Stim does start. Oh, well, Stim started a while ago, let's be honest. And the +1 is on the way. So he's just playing out his normal game.
I'm pretty sure this is a Colossus all-in. I'm really, really sure. From just seeing the timing of the robotics bay, I'm positive. Because it's so fast that he's going to have much more Colossus out, like 3 Colossus out, by INnoVation may not even realize what's going on. So this is scary. Remember, INnoVation right now is probably a favorite, and was probably a favorite to win the whole thing. He's now playing for 2nd place in the loser bracket because Zest took 1st. And he could get beaten out if he doesn't realize what's going on. There's a 2nd Colossus about to pop out. I mean, the 1st one's about to pop out. The 2nd one's about to be begun already before the starport's even finished.
Yeah.
INnoVation's got no extra information at all in this game. He's got no idea what's happening. San has chosen his strategy. He's hiding the Colossus off to the side.
And he's chrono boosting both Colossi and Thermalance furiously.
Here's the extra gateways. He's going up to 6.
He stopped at 44 probes a long time ago. Well, 45 now, but...
And now he's got his sentries. That's high enough now. I'm pretty sure he'll start a high stalker count next.
And this is scary here for INnoVation because he's getting to his first 2 medevacs out. Yes, he'll probably get another 2 medevacs out. Great. But then when those finish, there's going to be a 3rd Colossus already out by that time. How do you deal with something like that?
Does he go 3rd Colossus or does he go for Stalkers? He scans and sees everything now. Everything. And this is where INnoVation's like, oh my god, I need bunkers, man. And he may even put a turret with the bunkers because he knows this is coming now. He knows exactly what's coming. The Vikings begin, bunkers start as well.
And that scan just in general was so important, so he didn't start those extra 2 medevacs. He needs Vikings. He absolutely needs Vikings. 4 medevacs over no Vikings is really horrible. So San is moving out into the middle of the map. This is going to be really hard to hold for INnoVation.
Yeah, he's only going to have 2 Vikings versus 2 Colossus. He's going to try to hold a high ground. If any loose units there, he could pick them off, but he has to get behind the bunkers. If they get caught off, actually, he's going to stim it out in the open.
Force
no combat shields.
Oh, they've caught a lot of the army as well here. INnoVation could lose quite a bit of this, but at the same time, he's killed off a lot of the sentries. The Colossi are going to stay alive, though.
Wow.
If he warps in a big round of Stalkers again.
That was actually a very good attack there by INnoVation. Yes, he lost a lot, but he also dealt out a lot. There's no Guardian Shield now. There's no Force Fields to wrap around the bunkers.
Yeah.
And that was a scary movement because normally Terran players are like, oh my god, I gotta hide, and get the Viking cannon. But he picked off so many units there. Abused the high ground, abused the filtering from San. And now INnoVation is trying to hold off 3 bunkers that won't get killed fast.
Yeah, he needs to just buy himself time for those Viking counts to rise once again. There's not that many Zealots, so they can't really tank damage here whilst he pushes forward. Oh, we're killing that Viking. Very nice pick-off. Tries to get the 2nd one, but it moves back just in the nick of time here.
Tournament life on the line for both players. Winner goes up against Curious off this position right here, right now.
Really good time warp positioning as well. It's going to slow down any SCVs that will come to defend those bunkers, but now that Is there a third Colossus on? No, he's just going to be sticking with these two Colossi.
Well, INnoVation isn't panicking. He's got supply depots coming down. He's got a third command center. He's still got his SCVs repairing. The Viking control's been decent, not the best. But there's 3 now. There's about to be 5.
The Zealot counts high. He's going to go straight forwards here. Wraps around the 2 bunkers with great force fields as well. But one of the Colossi is already dead. Those Zealots aren't doing too much behind these force fields. Stim Marines and Marauders doing a lot of damage. And the second Colossus is going to fall.
And that means no splash damage. Marine Marauders are going to go crazy. And Marauders and Marines are going to kill everything.
What a hold. What patience and what resilience. GG. And INnoVation shows why he is one of the best in the business.
That's right. Perfect play from INnoVation. Unfortunately for San, set up a beautiful attack, but INnoVation's response was just as top tier. Excellent play from INnoVation. He survives the all-in, survives the attack designed to kill him off early, and moves on one more step, one more series to find out if he can go to the Intel Extreme Masters in New York.
And now that means we have an interesting series on the way. One could almost say I'm very curious about it, as we do have INnoVation going up against Curious to find out that final spot in New York. And oh boy, is that going to be a good one.
It definitely will be.
Yeah. All right, guys, so join us after the commercial break when we shall find out the second player advancing on to the Intel Extreme Masters.